Good morning. I thought I would try and do a little bit of a vlog this week because I have a lot going on, all of it pretty much pertaining to my health. I'm filming this on the week of September 7th, so today is September 7th. Today is one of the only days I don't have anything to do. I got a message earlier this morning from a nutritionist at a clinic that I was at last week asking if I would like a meeting, and I wanted one. So she messaged me this morning. I have a meeting with her tomorrow. Good evening. I filmed a clip this morning about how I wanted to vlog this week because I have a lot of things going on. I have 4 medical appointments, well yeah, things related to my medical care in the next 4 days. Today was a day for rest. My camera died mid-sentence, put it on charge and then just forgot to pick up the camera. But I did my makeup, I hung out with Dad, Grandpa came to visit. I'm now home, I've had food. I'm currently watching Jude's stream. I will leave their stream down below because I've been really enjoying their streams lately. They play games on Twitch and they have an absolutely incredible community, and I have put today as a rest day. I haven't really worked on all that much today. I'm actually taking it mostly as a rest day, but this week, in midst of all of the medical care, I want to film the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream review. I also am in the process of writing a blog post about a nightmare that I had, and it's really tough writing about negative and bad things that have happened due to disability and lack of access and not being believed by doctors and stuff. It really tears on my emotional well-being in a sense, because it's not a fun process to be in, but it's something I need to get over, I need to work on, and writing is my way to get through things. It was essentially just, I had a dream about all of the people that I used to go to school with and the people that I used to know, and I don't know them anymore. I haven't spoken to them in many years. For some it's been almost a decade. I feel like I'm stuck in time, like I haven't moved past 2012. I still feel there because I haven't gotten any further in my education. I haven't really done anything. I've gotten sicker and I've had to fight for me being believed, for mobility aids, physical therapy, and just because I was left alone. Every time I wake up from that dream I feel like I've been hit by a truck, because I am reminded of how hard it's been to get to this place. I also instantly start thinking, where would I be if I would have gotten the help I needed, if I would have gotten the accommodation for school, if doctors believed me, if I wasn't being harassed is a strong word, but I felt threatened by Child Protective Services because they knew that my diagnosis had been taken away and I didn't. So to them I looked like someone who was faking. In reality I was very sick, and I'm always left thinking after that dream, where would I be now if things were different? I'm sorry if the camera's shaking, I'm not very strong. You know, would I still live in Norway because my dream was to study abroad? Would I be a lawyer, a chef, a veterinarian? Where would I be? What would I do? Would I still know the people that I don't know anymore? And I'm just left feeling lost, angry and sad at how much I lost and how much of my teenage years I lost and how much I can't get back and how far I have to like climb to get even the most basic of stuff. When it comes to education, I don't have any. I got sick during my first year of middle school. In Norway we have 3 different like school types. We have elementary, 1st to 7th grade. I did that. Middle school is 8th through 10th, and I got sick halfway through my 8th year. Never really recovered. Graduated, in quotations, with a 0 degrees. 0 marks. Nothing. And high school is 2 to 4 years, can be longer. For me it's gonna take me 16 years if my calculations are correct, which is unacceptable because I didn't have accommodations. I've tried high school 3 times. The last time I was able to take exams, got some grades. You know I did well in school. I've always been a good student and I know that. Disheartening to know that I didn't get the accommodations I needed in middle school, and I'm now left with 0 education. I got literally nothing. No help from the school at all. They just said it's not our business. It's not our, you know, they weren't supposed to have to do this and help me get my education. They admitted it 2 years later when I was 4 or 5 months away from being done. And by then it was too late for them to do anything, so you know. Got a message this morning from a clinic that I visited last week. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to, but they do sort of like a comprehensive thing. I'm there mainly for obesity. I was transferred from the obesity clinic at the hospital in Trondheim. I have zero idea if they're actually going to be able to help me with anything. It doesn't seem like they know if they can either, but my physical therapist wants me to go to see if they can help. The hospital when I was at the obesity clinic, because I was put there by my doctor, don't really care about it that much because I don't really know what I can do about it. I can't really do anything. I can't exercise. I already eat the best I can because I can't really cook. And the hospital is like, yeah, your blood work's fine, we're not going to do anything. If you can lose 10%, good job on you, but you know, we can help you, which seems like a waste of time in honesty. Referred me to the clinic. I had a meeting last week with the psychologist who works there, just about my health and everything, what I wanted from them, which I have no idea what I want from them because I don't know what they can offer me. I have a meeting with a nutritionist tomorrow. She texted me this morning, asked if I could come in tomorrow. I said yes. So I have them tomorrow. No idea what it's going to be about. I mean, it's going to be about nutrition, and I'm interested to hear what she has to say because I know a little bit about nutrition. I nearly aced my only high school science exam on nutrition, so I like that. I like food in general, so I know a little bit about it. But I feel stuck because a lot of food make me sick, and I can't really cook from scratch a lot, so I don't really know what to do with the food, and I have to eat a lot of easy and ready meals and stuff like that, which isn't the healthiest in quotations here, but it is what it is. I'm going to meet with her tomorrow, see what she has to say. I'm kind of interested to hear if she has any tips and whatnot, or just general information that could be helpful to me. My mouth care is for me every Wednesday. They help me shower. On Thursday I have my occupational therapist. I've been doing a thing with my occupational therapist for months. We started in like February and then was shut off for many months due to COVID, but it's essentially tracking everything that I do in a day, all of my energy spent, and seeing how much energy I have, how I spend it, you know, learning to deal with when I can. It's called the activity calculator. If I can find any information in English I will link it down below, but I've been like tracking everything I've been doing for the last couple of months. After doing the assessment in like February, I have 5.5 points that I can spend during the day, and every activity either gives or takes a set number of points over a set time. My goal essentially every day is to keep all of my total number of activities and rest 5.5 points or below, and I fail miserably pretty much every time. I can get a couple of days where I'm like doing well, and then I have a day with 20 plus points, and then I have a day with like 10 plus minus points afterwards because my body's recuperating. Kind of finalising some stuff for that appointment. I continue to track and I take notes because it is difficult and disheartening when you can't do all the things you want to do in a week, and it's kind of hard because I don't really want to cut anything out, because the things that I could cut easy would be YouTube and focus more on, you know, cooking, healthcare, additional physical therapy, and just resting a lot. But I don't want to cut YouTube because it is something I do for fun and something that I find an enjoyable process, a giving process, because I get to play with makeup, talk to myself, edit videos, which is a challenging process, but I find it fun and enjoyable. It's just very energy draining, but everything is energy draining to me. So I have a meeting with her on Thursday to talk over everything, and I have like 6 Google Doc spreadsheet pages where I've tracked everything I've done. And then on Friday I have physical therapy. I'm excited for physical therapy. I started up again like 4 weeks ago, a month ago. Already noticing a difference. Part of it is just he's an amazing person to talk to. He listens, gives good advice, and kind of pushes me in the right direction. And then the exercises and like the manual therapy, it helps so much because I get a lot of pain in my back. And his magic fingers, he fixes it. So I have a week full of that, and I kind of want to film it because this is not a normal week for me. I have maybe max 2 appointments a week because I normally can't handle more than that, but this week everything has sort of happened at once. And I kind of want everything to happen at once, especially with the clinic I'm not naming, with physical therapy and with everything, because I am in the process of applying for disability benefits, and NAV, which is the entity in Norway who deals with that, has told me multiple times that I don't have enough like paperwork that showcases how bad my health is and why it warrants disability benefits, except I do have paperwork and it tells them literally everything as it is, and by their own like, you need to, if you can fill this demands, you have the right to disability benefits. I fit those demands and I've done so for almost a decade. but I'm currently on temporary income, and after March next year I don't have any more of that temporary income because I've used up all of my years on it. So unless they want to give me extension another year, I will be penniless. Well, not penniless, I've been trying to put as much money as I can into savings and preparations for that, but it is a big stressor and I'm kind of unsure what to do about all of it because it's not really anything I can do. They have paperwork from my doctor, my physical therapist, they're going to get it from the home healthcare team, from the occupational therapist. They want the notes from the clinic that I go to. They actually wanted me to go to the clinic. I have no idea why they would want that. Because my illness is rheumatic. They don't deal with rheumatic illnesses at all. But I feel like even if I can give them the paper that clinic can't really help me, that should tell them a good deal. And I was also fired from a work test thing last winter. They wanted to assess my working ability, so they gave me a job. And I was fired a couple of weeks. I think I lasted 2 months, not even that. And I was fired because I could not handle the hours that they gave me and I was working less than they demanded already. And I don't really understand what it is more they want, because I have proven my ability to work is not high enough in my body, and I've been pushing too far for many years, and I'm just like in the last year learning to take it easy because I'm so used to fighting against everyone just to be believed. But this was a tangent. I am going to continue watching Jude stream, and then Norway plays the football match in like an hour and 45 minutes. I am almost falling asleep already. I want to watch it. Unsure if I'm going to make it, but we will see. But I will see you tomorrow. I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to vlog anything before going to the appointment. I might see, depending on how early I wake up and how aware and awake I feel in the morning. I might see you tomorrow morning, otherwise I'm going to see you after the appointment. Probably do a bit of a recap and see what happens. So I'm about to head out the door. I'm not running late, but I'm just about to leave. I grabbed a notebook because I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but I have a feeling I might need to take some notes. I'm kind of nervous. I have a feeling that they might not actually be able to help me from the talk with the first person I met there last week. A lot of what they do is not something I can do because I'm not healthy enough, I'm too sick. So I'm unsure what they can do. I hope maybe I can get some help in terms of like the diarrhea and the nausea and the IBS and the food stuff. We will see, and I'll talk to you when I get home. So I'm home. I have changed into PJs again. That was a fail of an appointment, consultation, meeting, whatever you want to call it. She gave me nothing of like real information. What we did was we went over everything that I usually eat in a week, like detailed what I usually eat. In the end she was like, yeah, not too bad. There's not really anything I can critique here. Talked about the things that I already do to have done with like food and nutrition, because I have diarrhea, daily diarrhea. I've had for almost a decade. It's shit, literally. And I react negatively. I get diarrhea and nausea and stomach cramps with pretty much every single food I eat. And, you know, brought that up, talked about that, and she was like, maybe stop eating the food that make you sick. Just like seriously said. And I was just like, the problem is I react to everything I eat, not just the things I have already identified as triggers, which is, for me, is mainly red meat, milk, apples, onions, garlic, anything in the onion garlic family. And the thing is, that's literally in everything, but I also react to a bunch of other things I have no idea about. I kind of react to potatoes, I kind of react to tomatoes, I kind of react to bananas. Even if I make me a salad with like chicken, pasta, and vegetables, I will be sick afterwards, even when I'm not supposed to be, because all of those foods are usually safe in other settings, and I'm just like, what is the deal? I even get sick drinking water sometimes, and I don't understand my stomach. And the fact that her advice was stop eating the food that make you sick, it seems simple, but that would mean I literally have to stop eating everything I already eat. She also seemed perplexed by the fact that I can't cook by myself. I literally have made myself lunch, crisp bread with turkey on top. It's everything I can make. I can technically cook, and I like cooking and spending time in the kitchen, but it's like the only thing I will do in a day if I cook. So I cook maybe dinner once a week or something like that, because most of my cooking has to happen at lunchtime when I'm home alone, because I'm home alone Monday through Friday when everyone else is at work and school, and that energy is spent cooking and feeding myself and staying awake. And she seemed perplexed by the fact that I could not cook for myself. I eat like a kilo of carrots every single day with a dipping sauce. It's literally what I can cook because I physically can't cook. And she also seemed perplexed by the fact that I use a wheelchair. She was like, why do you use a wheelchair? And I'm like, because walking hurts and I am bedbound for days after. So it was a bit of a trash appointment. She told me to cut out chocolate and see what it's like because I've gained weight since my hospital thing, which was last year, which was also a trash fire. I was literally given like this, if you can lose weight, great, we're not going to tell you how. That's literally it. And this felt like an appointment where that was reiterated again, because she was like, yeah, cut out the chocolate, that should be able to, you know, stabilize your weight because you don't want to gain any more. Cut out the thing you eat once a week, that should be fine. And also try downloading the app so you can like calculate everything you eat, kind of like MyFitnessPal, and try and stay to 1500 calories a day. That should be enough for you. And I mean, it probably is in theory enough for me, but I struggle staying under 2000 calories a day because my body eats through food when I do any activity because I don't get energy from resting. I get my energy through food, so I have to keep refueling if I am doing anything. And I found it odd that I've gained weight this last year because I've done nothing different. I mean, the pandemic has meant that I'm more at home, but I barely left the house anyway. The feeling that I'm stuck with the clinic that I've been to is it feels like they only have a plan for healthy like fat individuals, because they seem like they have no idea what to do with me, because they normally do a group thing 3 times a week from like 9:30 to 3 p.m. where they do group sessions with the nutritionist, the physiotherapist, you get exercises, you cook together, you go on walks and stuff. And I can't do that. I literally physically can't do that. So I'm starting with like the second phase, which is individual talks and like follow-ups. And it seems like they have zero plan for what to do with someone like me who can't do anything, literally nothing. And it seems like they have no idea what to do. And it's so blatantly obvious. It's even the obesity clinic at the hospital felt like this. Because I arrived in my chair, couldn't get into the room we were supposed to be in. I had to back myself up, crash into the wall, and they had to rearrange the room inside. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? Because I physically can't do more than I'm currently doing. She said I could like refer you to the physical therapist and she can give you some like exercise and activities, and I'm like, I can't do more than what I currently do at physical therapy, so that's not a possibility. And I'm stuck with what she wants. She did give me one helpful thing, something that I plan on doing. I'm going to make myself a doctor's appointment because she asked if I talked to my doctor about losing weight and I haven't. And then she mentioned 2 different medications you can use. I have zero interest in trying any of them because I don't care. But she talked about doing a gastroscopy to see if there is something wrong with my stomach, which is something I haven't done. And I have wanted to do that as well as a colonoscopy, endoscopy, to see if there's something wrong with my stomach or intestines, because 7+ years of daily diarrhea that gets worse with eating is not normal, and I want to figure out what's wrong and what's causing it and if there's anything I can do. I also want to do an allergy panel for food allergies. I have tested for celiac, lactose and milk. I think I also have tested for nuts because I don't like nuts and some of them give me a fake allergic reaction. They make it hard to breathe and I get all red and splotchy. Fake allergic reaction is what I call it. I think it's actually a real allergic reaction. I'm just not allergic to the nuts, so we have no idea why. I'm going to make a doctor's appointment. I'm going to ask to do an allergy panel for food allergies just to double check everything. I want to ask if he can refer me to the hospital to do the gastroscopy to see if there is something wrong with my stomach. I kind of hope it is, because then, you know, they can fix it, hopefully. It's like one of those weird things. I see this a lot on Twitter because I follow a lot of disabled people with various disabilities on Twitter. The differences between healthy people and disabled people, especially chronically ill people, when it comes to doctors, is like, healthy people, they don't want anything to show up on tests. They want it to be normal. Disabled people, we don't. With chronic illnesses, we don't, because we want something to be tangibly wrong, otherwise we're not believed. So I want to do that. I also want him to refer me to a nutritionist who specialises in the low FODMAP diet, because the low FODMAP diet is a eliminations diet associated with IBS, irritable bowel, which is something that I have been diagnosed with, that can help alleviate it. Essentially, you go through testing a bunch of different foods and then you eliminate the stuff that you react to and you don't eat them again, essentially, or you can try building up a tolerance over time. I am stuck with the feeling that they're not going to be able to help me because they have nothing that can help. She was unhelpful, and I think a lot of it is just because she didn't believe that this was the only thing I ate, because it was a balanced diet. It was fairly simple, straightforward. I don't eat a lot of candy. I don't like it, and I get sick eating it, so it's just a wholly unpleasant thing. And it's also really, really unhelpful to tell someone who's actually trying to avoid eating the food that makes them sick to just stop eating the food that makes them sick, when I have no idea what makes me sick. The nutritionist today was unhelpful. There was literally nothing. I got nothing out of it. She was perplexed. It was just like she had no plan, and it was so obvious that she had no plan for what to do with someone who apparently eats healthy already, can't exercise, can't really change the diet without help. And it was just like, they have a plan entirely for healthy people, healthy fat people, to help them lose weight. They specialise in illnesses, among other things, cardio problems, lung problems, cancer are the 3 top ones. But they deal with sick people who have been really, really sick. And it seems so weird to me that they have then no idea how to handle someone like me who has so much fatigue and pain that I can't do anything. It was just yet again one of those things where I feel excluded because they haven't thought of me. I don't think I'm actually going to be there for long because it doesn't seem like they have anything to help me, that there is anything they can do. There's probably going to be another meeting with a psychologist. I don't know if I'm going to be like straight with him and say that I don't think they can help me, because it doesn't seem like there is anything they can do. I am for fun going to try not eating chocolate for the next month or 2 to see if my weight goes down. I gained 2.5 kilos in the last year. I think that's everything I want to say now. I'm not sure if I'm going to check in later today. I'm going to rest some now, get annoyed at the roadwork outside, watch YouTube, have my lunch, relax and try to like decompress. I might actually write a blog post or 2 about this meeting, because it's just, this is 2 for 2 where I've talked to people who specialise in obesity who have zero plan for a disabled obese person. They don't seem to have thought that far in because disabled people exist, we can be fat, we can need medical help with it, and they have like nothing, like lose weight, you can do it, we're not going to tell you how, you know, it has all to do with nutrition, we're not going to help you with it though. It's just, it's so strange. Good morning, it is Wednesday today. My only medical thing today is I have home health care, and I have them every single Wednesday. They come in at around 2 PM to help me shower because I physically can't shower on my own, and it's really nice to have help. I've also over the last months been thinking about potentially also having to have more help in the realms of cooking, because I can't really cook for myself. I wish I could, and I mean I can technically do it as long as I do nothing else that day than lie in bed, and that's not an option. I am accident prone and I am clumsy, and having hand pain and issues with dexterity and energy is just, that makes it worse, and it makes it potentially dangerous. So I do it sometimes, but I don't like cooking a lot of food when I'm home alone, especially anything that requires me to use a sharp knife or anything that is like super hot, because I will burn myself. I might have them help me with cooking in the future, I don't know yet. I'm at the moment very stubborn and kind of want to try and do everything myself, but I'm realising that it's also affecting everything else I do, so I might have to have a talk with that coordinator again to see if I could get some help. Today's plan is home health care at 2. They're going to help me shower. Before that I have a video to edit. I am currently editing the video that goes up on the Saturday of the week that I'm in, which is reorganising my makeup. I have accidentally deleted a clip from this, and I did that a couple of weeks ago when I was making space on my memory card, and I'm not sure what I want to do. If I'm going to essentially reorganise, because it's one drawer. I deleted the eyeshadow palette drawer reorganisation, so I don't know if I'm just going to take everything out, reorganise it, and then just add that in. And something else that I'm thinking about doing is essentially I can do that, and I can also do a mini declutter, because I have a handful of things that I'm not using and I don't want to keep and hold on to. And I'm thinking I could just check that in at the end. But I'm going to edit the footage that I have before my healthcare gets here. That's the goal. After that shower, I spend at least an hour just flat out in bed, because it is exhausting to shower even when I get help. But afterwards I'm going to do my skincare like I would on a normal morning, and then slowly try to apply makeup, because if I can do the swatch pictures for one of my drawers, I would be happy with that, and then I can continue to do the swatch pictures for the next drawer tomorrow. Maybe not on Friday, because I'm not sure how I'm going to feel after physical therapy, but I have time this weekend, so I'm just going to edit my video. Showering today with help took a lot more effort than I expected. I woke up today feeling fairly fine, and I'm now just like done with the day. It's currently 6:30. I go to bed in 2 hours, and I'm also doing a thing that I've been doing for months, the activity calculator. And the physical therapist, wow, the occupational therapist that I'm seeing tomorrow, we're going to go over this calculator, and the goal is essentially to try and balance out a day. And I'm having issues because it's hard to balance it, because I can't get everything I want done in a day and still stay under the limit that I need to be in. And it's just, it's hard. It's hard, and I don't know what to do to try and balance, because this week ended up being a week full of health stuff. I normally only have like 1 appointment a week, max 2, and everything has happened this week and I kind of just want to have a nap. So for my own sake, I'm not going to do the video this evening. Kind of a bummer. I mean, I also saw that coming the closer the clock got to 6 o'clock and me still not feeling better. It was like, yeah, there's no chance that's happening today. But I'm clean and all that, so the main task of the day is done. I now just have to do the prep work for tomorrow. I have been using a spreadsheet because I started with like sticky notes, and I would place that on a piece of paper and have it like line up all of the day's tasks and be like a visual thing. But it's so difficult to keep hold of, and I find it much easier to keep track of it online, because I use my laptop for everything. So I have the Google Doc spreadsheets, and I have 7 of them almost filled. So I have a couple that I still have to like actually like finish, because I have a couple that I haven't color coded, because I just write in what I do, and then I color code it, and then I assign points and do the maths with the points. And I have a couple of days where I haven't done the color coding or the maths, and I want to go over and do that. And then I'm going to have a sit down think about it, because I have also got a notes page where I just keep notes. The main takeaway that I've discovered is that I can't get everything that I both need to do and want to do done in a week and still balance that out. But I'm also unsure if I can actually handle more. I actually think I'm doing more than I can at the moment, which is disheartening, because I don't really want to let go of anything, and the thing that has to give first is YouTube, because I'm trying to prioritise my health, and I have things that need to change and things that I'm working on, and it's difficult to try and balance it, because if I only spend all of my waking time and energy dealing with my health and my symptoms, taking meds, doing physical therapy exercises, doing regular exercises, feeding myself, clothing myself, washing myself, doing all of the things that normal people do without thinking, I have nothing left to do other than literally sit and watch YouTube, because I'm completely wiped out, and that leaves 0 time for fun. It leaves 0 time for me to do the activities that I enjoy doing. And I've tried it, and it's been like that sort of on and off for years, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to focus on my health, do all the health related stuff. It works for a couple of weeks, and then I'm just like, this isn't fun, because I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not doing anything I love. I can't watch a new show because I don't have the mental capacity to focus on something new. I have to rewatch the stuff that I've seen 10 times already. I can't listen to audiobooks. I can't read. I can't put makeup on. I want something else, and I'm getting bored. and I need to try and find a way where I can more reliably film videos, give myself resting time, and still do all those other tasks, because I enjoy filming, I enjoy talking to myself, talking to the camera, I enjoy the editing process, and I just need to find a way to make it so that it's part of a routine. And that's my issue, because I struggle with routines when it's like, okay, from 10 to 11 a.m. you're gonna do this and nothing else. I really struggle with that because my daily energy level fluctuates a lot, so what I can do in the morning one day I can't do until the evening the next day. This activity calculator is essentially trying to find a balance to balance everything out so that everything that needs to get done gets done. Any leftover energy is, you know, spent where you want to, but you're not overdoing yourself, so you're not pushing too hard. I think that's everything I have to say today. I feel like I'm rambling and not making a whole lot of sense. I will see you again in the morning. Good morning. It's Thursday today and plans have changed. I got a phone call earlier this morning from not my occupational therapist but someone who works in the same office, because my occupational therapist is home with a sick child, so she can't make it to her appointment. So it is cancelled, and she's going to call me back once she's back at work, and we're going to reschedule. Probably next week or the week after, depending on how long her child is sick for. But in the meantime, we just have to go get my prop here. I have started doing something differently today, because I think I spoke about it yesterday, and if I didn't speak about it, I thought about it for a long time. About how I find it very difficult to get everything I want to do into a day. I am horrible at estimating time, so if I say something's going to take me 10 minutes, it can easily take me 30 because I have no idea how to estimate time. And I'm also horrendous at estimating how much rest I need in between tasks. So I say, okay, an hour is going to be fine, an hour goes by and I'm still dead, I need more. Did not see that coming, and it's really difficult. But I remember I had this, I'm not sure how well you're going to pick up on it, but it's a weekly schedule, it's blank, but it's colour coded. The green areas are all the areas where I'm resting. So before 8 AM it's my sleep, and then these parts are rest. And then I have a couple of brackets in white where I do things. I have the back of this filled up with sticky notes, and these are the sticky notes that I used to use. So I'm doing it online, but I'm using this today to sort of plan out. So I woke up a bit late, so I didn't have all that much time this morning, but I'm now set to start my 2-hour rest period between 11 AM and 1 PM, and then at between 1 and 3 I have 2 hours, and in those 2 hours I'm going to get lunch, and I'm also going to do my makeup because I have time today to try and film or do the swatches, at least for the video. Since I'm going to do this in pictures, it's going to be hopefully quicker. I've set off an hour and a half to do 2 draws. I have almost 60 of them, so I know I'm probably not going to be able to do all of them today. My goal is to do 2 draws. I want to do the nude straw and the pink draw. They're the 2 bigger ones. If I can do those, I'm happy, because then I will have done a little over half, and if I can do more I'm going to see, but I'm going to stick to this as much as I can. What I did this morning, I did my morning routine, washed my face, brushed my teeth, went to the bathroom, I've had my breakfast, and I've also scheduled out the days, and I have planned everything out by time. So I'm now into my 2-hour rest where I'm just going to watch YouTube, and at 1 I'm going to have myself some lunch. I have a salad in the fridge I'm going to have, and then from 1:15 to 2:45 I'm going to do my makeup. I've set off a pretty long chunk of time for that because I don't really know how it's gonna go. I know I want to use the Fenty foundation for this because I want to wear that in the pictures, but I find that foundation to be a little bit difficult to work with, so I've set off a little bit of extra time, and then we will see where we end up. And after that I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to charge my camera, I'm going to get the lipsticks out from where they're currently stored all the way on the other side of the room. I think I am going to sit on the floor for the pictures because then I get a completely white background, and just set everything up there, get the wet wipes ready, and then I have a 2-hour rest again, which I'm going to spend actually resting because it's going to be a day. And then at 5 I'm going to make myself dinner. I'm going to eat my dinner afterwards. I think I'm going to have baked potatoes again for the 3rd day in a row because I love me my potatoes and they are easy to do. Then I'm going to do the lip swatches. I've set off an hour and a half, as I said, from 5:30 to 7, and then from 7 to 8 I have a rest hour, and then from 8 till, it says 10 here, at the bottom. I haven't filled anything in yet because I know I want to do my evening routine there, which includes washing my face, brushing my teeth. I also I'm going to eat, and I know I'm going to do my evening routine after I've eaten, but I might, depending on how far I get with the swatches, if I have only a couple, like a handful left, I might end up doing the remaining part there because I can set off an hour for that and then be done. I can wash my face, my skincare, brushing my teeth, I can eat and stuff in less than half an hour because I'm usually quicker in the ends of the day than I am in the mornings. Today it took half an hour to put my skincare on and everything, and it's going to take an additional like hour and a half to do the makeup, and it's going to take 15 minutes to take it off. But I don't know yet. I'm going to see how far I get in the hour and a half, and then we will move on from there. As I said, I'm now going to just rest and watch YouTube. I'm committed to try this like absolutely 100% of the time for the days going forward to see if it works, or to see if I need more rest than what is allotted here, or if I need to move it around a little bit. I can do that. I have a puppy. I'm just left for work, which means I'm now home alone with her. And she's usually very cuddly when she comes to me, so we're just gonna cuddle. It's 1:15, a little late. I have my lunch. This is just a ready-made salad. I love eating salads. I eat them a lot. I do sometimes get sick. My stomach doesn't like them. But at the moment I can't make them myself, so Mum has picked up a couple of these for me. I had one with a taco flavouring yesterday, which is my favourite. This is my second. I have that, and then I have some trusted carrots to snack with a dip. And I'm just going to watch a bit of YouTube, do this, and then I'm going to go pick my makeup out. So this is the makeup that I've chosen. I wanted to use the Fenty foundation in 100 because I think that's a foundation a lot of people know. And if you are a similar skin tone to this, you're going to know sort of how the lipsticks look on you. Of course, it's going to depend on your skin tone, undertone, and how pigmented your lips are. I wear it with the Fenty primer, Makeup Mekka eye primer, Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. Unsure if I'm going to use it or not, but I have it. My brows are NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn and my Makeup Mekka Brow Gel, Essence/Princess, Rimmel Setting Spray, Wet n Wild Contour Duo. I'm going to use the contouring side a little bit. For blush, I wanted to use this coral colour. It's one of my favourites. It's called Coral. It's from H&M, and it has a really nice, slightly sheen satin finish to it, and I really like it. I also brought this in here because I wanted something simple for the eyes, and this is like a browny pinky peach colour, and I think that's going to work. My powder is Hourglass Diffused Light. I need something that is a bit luminous. I'm probably not going to set around my mouth with it because I'm going to have to take the lipsticks on and off to swatch all of them, and it's going to be easier if it's not set. And then this is my favourite highlighter palette from Makeup Mekka. I'm going to use Honey Beam, which is the lightest on the face, and then I might use the other two on the eyes, and this just makes the skin look so nice and glowy. So my makeup is done. I really like it. It ended up much better. I ended up going very glowy on the cheeks and the face. I ended up really liking it. I really enjoy how it looks. My issue with the Fenty foundation usually is that it ends up too matte on my skin, so it ends up looking very dry. But I'm having a good skin day. I've done skin prep fairly well in the last couple of weeks to sort of prep for this, and I'm really pleased with how it looks. It looks really nice. I really like the glow, and the eyeshadow turned out fairly well. I mean, I am wearing a blush as eyeshadow with a bit of bronzer and highlighter on top, but I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's a nice base for swatching a bunch of different lip colours. My brows are a little bit unruly. This one didn't want to behave properly. It never does. I just wanted to film this tiny like check-in with my makeup on now because I have to put the camera on charge to be ready at 5. I'm going to make myself dinner, and I'm going to eat that, and then I'm going to just set up and film, and I will be on the floor. I'm both looking forward to it because then it's going to be done, but I'm also not really looking forward to it because I know that my hands are not going to love me afterwards, which is why I'm eating before I'm actually filming, because my hands, they're not going to be pleased with me when I'm done, because there's going to be a lot of little wrist movements which my hands can't handle. So I've just finished the first drawer. That was 15 lipsticks. I actually had more lipsticks in the drawer, but I decided to just do them by the order that they are in the blog posts. So I did all the nudes and the browns. I have, I think, 2 or 3 more colours in this drawer, and they're orange, and they're the only oranges that I have. I think I'm going to swatch them now. It is 7:30 though, so I actually ended up going over time by like a decent chunk. Making dinner took longer, and therefore eating it took longer. That pushed me back 15 minutes. So I didn't get started until 6:45, probably 5:45. Something like that. I only had an hour 15 instead of an hour and a half. Don't think I'm going to be able to finish all of this tonight, which sucks because I want to, because I like how my makeup looks, and I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to get this to look the same tomorrow. So I might disregard everything I said this morning about following the schedule and just power through. I have about 40 more lipsticks to go, because I have a lot of them. I have almost 60, I think I have 57. I need a break now. I'm going to take half an hour because my back is killing me. I'm watching Jude's stream. They're playing Dead by Daylight and I'm loving it, but I need to breathe and I need to give my back a bit of a rest. So I'm gonna crawl into bed and lie down for a bit. My battery is flashing. I'm wearing black lipstick. I've done 28 shades. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna have to do this either tomorrow or Saturday. I'm just gonna go grab myself something to eat, wash my face, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It's already past my bedtime, and I have physical therapy tomorrow at 11. Unsure if I'm going to see you before that or after, but I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. It's currently 1 PM. I came home from physical therapy about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. It was a rough one. My physical therapist, I don't know if I have mentioned it, he's also a psychologist. He's a psychomotoric physiotherapist. I don't know if they exist outside of Norway. I had not heard about them until about last year before, when I was recommended a psychomotoric physical therapist at the rehabilitation hospital in Lillehammer, when I was there for a course on fibromyalgia. He's the absolute best. I don't think I could have asked for a better physical therapist or psychologist, in honesty. He's the best. And today we did an hour of talking. And we usually start the sessions by talking, then sometimes we do some exercises, and then sometimes he will, I say manipulate my body. He has me lie on a table and then he will press and move stuff around my back and my legs usually. It's like a massage. It's great, and it really helps when I'm feeling tense or I'm in pain. Today we talked for an hour about all the various things and all the various entities and things that have just neglected me since I got sick over the last 8.5 years. And it's really difficult to talk, because that's something I know. I have not been getting the accommodations, the help that I should have had, not from schools, not from doctors, not from the county that I live in or the state, no one has helped me. No one has given me anything. I've had to fight an uphill battle all the way, and it's been impossible. But I've been essentially neglected by everyone. I haven't gotten the help that I needed, and therefore my health has worsened and I am stuck at home doing nothing with nothing, essentially. And I know that I've been neglected, and I have nightmares about it, about where I could have been if I'd gotten help. And I'm actually writing a blog post about it currently, because I had one of those nightmares last week. Actually saying it out loud makes it so much both worse and better. It makes it better because he agrees with me. I've been let down over and over and over again. I've been neglected by everyone. He has no doubt that I would have been somewhere different. My health would have been different had I gotten the help I should have had when I should have had it, which in honesty is like 7-8 years ago. And it's horrible to say it out loud that I've been blaming myself for not getting the help, because it's easier than blaming everyone else. And blaming everyone else doesn't help me. I'm still left with nothing. It's been easier to blame myself, but it's horrible saying it out loud and hearing someone agree with me that I've not gotten the help that I should have had. I mean, it's horrible how a system can fail. It's actually been multiple systems over and over again, and to some degree it's still failing. I am so angry. Every time I think about it, I get really, really angry and upset. And he completely understood it, because of course I get upset and angry when everything that should have helped have failed and everyone has blamed it on me. I have blamed it on me when everyone just kept pushing me to the next. It feels like there's something wrong with me, not something wrong with them. And it's so reassuring to be right, and to have someone say, yeah, that should have never happened, and it sucks that it did. Also, at the same time, actually helping me with moving forward, telling me that if I need help, he's gonna help me with pretty much anything. I'm really glad that I had the conversation with my physical therapist person, that he's helped me realize things. I had a good cry. He's supportive of me writing about the whole thing. I kind of want to write a book. I told him that I want to write a book about all of the things that have gone wrong, all of the cracks I have apparently fallen through, all of the entities and the people and the places that have just neglected me. Because I think I could have stories to fill a book. I kind of want to write it, and I'm doing it in the form of blog posts at the moment, a little bit here, a little bit there, because they're difficult to write. It's emotional to have to live through the moments that are horrible to remember, the moments I have suppressed. I don't like them. I don't like being constantly reminded that I was not taken seriously, that I was not getting the help that I should have had, the accommodations, that I was left alone, essentially, when I shouldn't have been. It's something I've suppressed for years. I keep suppressing it every time it comes up because it's emotional to deal with. It makes me really, really angry, but we're starting to sort of unravel and unpack that, and today was a hard one. I'm now gonna rest. I got up like an hour earlier today than I expected, which ended up turning out fine. I'm gonna rest. My bum is sore from sitting on the floor yesterday doing the liquid lipsticks. I actually did 30, not 28, I miscounted. So I have about 20, I say about 20 left. I have probably a couple more, I can't count them from here. Unsure if that's going to happen today or not. I have it on my schedule, but I'm going to see how my body feels after a couple of hours of rest, and then I will talk to you, I suppose. It's 5:30, I've not done anything, I've literally been in bed resting. Thought for a moment at like 2, 3 I was gonna take a nap because I was completely knocked out. I always forget how much emotional things drain me physically, so I'm gonna just rest for the rest of the day. I just made myself dinner. It's baked potatoes. I just mash it with the fork and some butter, and then I've put salt, pepper, paprika and chili on top. This is what I've been eating for dinner this entire week. I do love me my baked potato. And I'm just gonna continue watching YouTube. I think afterwards I'm gonna have to try and edit the last clip for the video tomorrow. Then I can just get that exported and ready to be uploaded. Kind of annoyed that I'm not gonna be able to continue the lip swatches today because I kind of wanted to just finish it, but no, my body's saying no. I don't even think I could get through putting makeup on today. Good afternoon. It's Saturday today. I'm not feeling the best. I had some issues falling asleep yesterday. I always forget how much it takes out of me working through like emotional stuff, whether I'm doing it by myself or with someone else. I'm just knocked out and I'm exhausted today as well, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more of the NYX Soft My Lip Cream stuff today, which leaves me with a couple of options. I can work on blog posts because I can take the pictures I've already taken and put them on the blog so that they are ready, and that's fairly easy. I do have to upload the video today, which should take no more than about 15 minutes to do everything, so that should be fine. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work on my planner because I have a yearly planner with Erin Condren. I'm not going to buy any more next year because I don't use them enough for the price. And I have 2 notebooks because I want to start planning, tracking and organising myself a little bit more in terms of YouTube and my blog. So I've got 2 notebooks, one for each of those. And I didn't use a planner. I didn't plan this week. I normally plan with stickers because I like how it looks. I didn't do that this week. Didn't feel up for it. Probably could have and should have done because it's been an eventful week. But I'm going to set up for next week and maybe the week after so that I can lay the base stickers down, and then I go in every single day and fill in as things get scheduled, gets done. I can't really pre-plan for a week in advance because I don't really know what I'm going to do every single day. Occasionally I will know that I have physical therapy or doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and those are usually scheduled a couple of weeks in advance. But for like the day-to-day things, I don't have a good schedule as to what I do for every single day, so I don't want to put stickers down and then have to move them around and tear the pages and destroy them. So I'm going to set up the base for next week, maybe start looking into what I want to do with the YouTube and the blog planner, because what I want to do is they're plain notebooks. I want to have a couple of pages in the front where I just info dump and put anything, any ideas for videos and blog posts down, and then I want to have like a monthly tracker thing for how many videos I post, how many views I get. I don't normally track views and stuff. I don't get that many. I do get a couple of thousands a month, but it's not really important because I don't have enough subscribers to get monetized, so I don't get paid. But I kind of want to try and track it just for fun, to see how it goes in the last couple of months of this year, to see if it's something I want to work towards, maybe getting more subscribers next year. I mostly do this for fun and as something that I like doing, but it would be nice getting paid for it because it is a lot of work. But I also want to have pages for specific videos where I can write down every step that I need to do to get the video up and to get everything ready. Things like filming, if I need to take pictures for anything, the editing part, if I need to do any voiceovers, the uploading part, breaking everything down into steps. It's going to be easier for me to see in an overview, okay, this video is going to take a day to film, maybe 2 days, this is going to take a week. It's going to be easier for me because then I can also hopefully incorporate that into my weekly plan and then schedule, okay, for Mondays I'm going to work on filming and pictures, Tuesdays I'm going to work on editing and maybe writing blog posts, etc, etc. So that's one thing I want to do, because I think if I have a plan for working on certain things for certain days, it's going to be easier for me with my activity plan and with everything, organising how much energy I need to set everything up, and it's going to be easier for me to follow. Of course, the downside is I'm going to have to start very, very low in terms of energy, because I have a tendency to overdo it, push myself too far in the beginning and then weeks go by with nothing being done. I don't want that to happen, so I think in the beginning I want to, at least for the blog and the YouTube one, write down the videos that I want to make in the next 2-3 months. I have Google Calendar where I put the videos up on the dates I want them up, but I want to break the videos down into those steps, as well as the blog posts down to the steps for the ones that I know I want to post and when I want to post them. And then for the weekly planner, I have to decide which day I want to work on what tasks. Chances are it's going to be a little bit of a mix, because it's complex and a lot of the things I do, they overlap, so the pictures I take for a blog post might also go into a video, some of the parts that I film also go into the blog posts. But my arm is getting heavy, so I'm just going to grab all of my books and see where I begin, and I might show you in a little while if I feel like I have gotten something out of it that I want. This is the plan for the week. It's done. I have used a glam planner kit that I've had for a while. Don't know what it's called. I really like it because it's book themed. So what I have done over here, I have 2 habit trackers, and I haven't written anything yet, but I know these are going to be for brushing my teeth morning and evening. It's something that I struggle with, so I don't do it consistently, but I'm working on it. Dinners. Here I want to write the book I want to read this week. I don't actually know which book I wanted to read. I'm kind of keeping track of my spending, so that's here, and this is for any appointments that come up for next week. I already have physical therapy, not this week but the week after, so I'm going to put that in there. I have these little blue stickers at the bottom for Wednesday and Saturday, that's when I post videos, and I have these other blue ones on every single day that has like a plate and a fork next to it. I don't know if I'm going to track calories or my lunches, because I track dinners in the sidebar. At the top I have to-do lists. Every day has 5 points so that I can write in whatever it is, and then I have some space at the bottom to put in any major tasks that happen. I don't have anything for this week except for home healthcare on Wednesday. There is a chance the occupational therapist is going to be meeting me this week if she's back to work. Other than that, I don't really know. That's this done. I'm now going to take a rest because my hands don't like me working with stickers. Good morning. It's Sunday. I did nothing yesterday other than do the plan with me for next week, which I showed. I started writing in the my YouTube notebook. I wrote down the videos I wanted to make for this year. And then I started and sort of outlined the page for the videos I want to make next year. But I'll continue working on that. I still need to figure out what I want to do, because I want to do like a monthly overview where I can like update subscribers, views, how many videos I posted. But I don't know how I want to do it yet, so I haven't done it. But after that, yesterday I just watched football. So I follow mostly Norwegian football. There was 2 games yesterday. I watched 1.5. I was actually able to find Leeds-Liverpool, so I watched Leeds-Liverpool. My dad is a Leeds fan, and I was brought up as a Leeds fan as well. I'm not like, I don't follow them, but I've seen a little bit here and there. First game in the Premier League for I think it was 16 years. It didn't go too bad. It was really exciting to watch. It was real fun. And then I watched half of the second Norwegian game that was on later last night and just spent time here playing with my makeup. I tried to figure out what stuff I want to pan because there is a refresh month this month. so I need to figure out which stuff I want to rotate out and rotate in. I am going to try and stick to the 2-hour activity and then 2 hours rest that I did on Thursday. It's going to be a little bit off time-wise because I woke up at like 10:30 today instead of 9. I will probably end up doing the lip swatches this evening again, same time as last time, and I have less to swatch this time around than what I have already swatched, but I still think I'm gonna have to do it the same way I did it on Thursday, in 2 increments. Otherwise I think I'm gonna be in too much pain from sitting on the floor. And I will talk to you again when I do anything. So my makeup is on. I tried to make it as similar to Thursday's, but I think I may have gone overboard on the blush a bit, and my brows are different. My brows are always different. I'm going to get myself some lunch. It's currently 2:15, so I'm gonna reheat what I had for dinner yesterday, and then I have an hour break, so at 4 p.m. I'm going to start taking pictures, and I've set off 2 hours from 4 to 6 p.m. because I want to be done by 6 because I want to watch football tonight. I might have to start a little early, we're gonna see. I'm gonna put camera on charge once I am done with this clip, and then everything should be ready for taking pictures. So I have 13 lipsticks to go. I'm a little bit over halfway. I'm struggling a little bit because it's not the most comfortable sitting on the floor. I have bought a blanket with me, so I'm sitting on a blanket. That makes it a little bit better. But I honestly think I'm gonna just power through so that I can be done before 6 p.m. I have an hour and 7 minutes left. That should be enough time. I ended up cutting my break short as I expected. Instead of having a break from 3 to 4, I actually had a break from 2:45 to 3:30. But I'm gonna finish up my 13 and then I'm done. I'm done. It's 6:10. Took me longer than expected, but I'm finally done. I'm now gonna watch football, make dinner. I might see you later tonight before I go to bed just to say goodbye, but my battery's flashing. So it's the end of Sunday. It's currently 11:30. I am about to go to bed. I can't believe I've actually vlogged the entire week. I have prepped and just pampered my skin this evening after football. My team drew. So close to a loss though, because we played really badly. It was an entertaining evening of football because there was 2 matches that ended 6-1. But I'm going to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you stuck through this entire one, you're a champ. Thank you so much. Please subscribe for more if this is interesting to you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.